children's book is aimed at helping kids understand the common part of life, which is divorce. We're going to talk with the author and get a little bit more insight.
And a local business is pumping out pottery these days. We're going to introduce you to the woman behind the stoneware next.
Mon Diablo!
All right, so for families having to go through a divorce, the entire process may be very confusing for the kids that may be involved.
Yeah, we are having a chat with author Nadine to talk about the latest edition of her children's book series that is hoping to help out with the language during this troubling time. Good morning, Nadine.
Good morning.
Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the title of the book and the hero in the book. It's a frog.
It is a frog indeed. It is our lovely gal here, Freeda the Frog.
Aw. And so for folks that give us an idea of what kind of story the book tells for kids.
So the Freeda Frog series in general teaches kids about awareness, empathy, inclusivity, and just understanding that no two families look the same. Mm-hmm. And we meet Freeda and her family as they're going through a whole variety of different adventures and experiences, some of which are just talking about that there are different types of families, some of which are kids going through issues. So in this first book, Freeda the Frog Gets a Divorce, it's designed to, in a colorful way, sort of discuss a somewhat heavy subject, helping kids, helping parents, helping teachers open up the door to this somewhat uncomfortable conversation.
Yeah. And I can imagine, you know, with kids, depending on the age of the child, it's difficult to have this conversation because they don't really have a concept of divorce or what it means if mommy and daddy aren't going to live together anymore. So I would imagine using a frog is probably helpful with certain age groups because it makes it a little bit more down to their level.
Yeah, that's why I tried to make Freeda kind of cute and sort of quirky looking with her glasses. I mean, how many frogs do you know wear pink lipstick? But the pictures are very colorful. It's talking to kids very matter-of-factly. It's telling a story, but in this story, it just so happens that the kids are living with mommy and daddy on two different lily pads.
Oh, two different lily pads.
Do you find, do parents either over or underestimate the effect a divorce has on their child?
I would say a majority of parents underestimate.
Yeah.
Kids may not know how to express their feelings. Kids may smile on the outside, but not feel comfortable expressing what's on the inside and cry at night, but maybe not in front of their parents, especially if they know the parents are going through a tough time. Yeah. So I think this is kind of allowing kids permission to sort of feel what they're feeling and talk about their feelings.
Is that really the ultimate goal, is to just open the door for kids and parents to talk about it?
Yes, and that's why I spelled Freeda not the way Freeda is traditionally spelled, which is usually F-R-I-E-D-A. It's F-R-E-E-D-A because Freeda is trying to encourage kids and families to be free to express their feelings and free to be who they are.
That's fantastic. I know you've got a YouTube connection to this as well so that folks can kind of see this come to life for themselves. How can people find you and find the book?
Thank you for asking. They can find me on all social media, especially Instagram and Facebook and YouTube at Freeda the Frog. It's all F-R-E-E-D-A the Frog. And my website is freedathefrog.com.
Fantastic. I love having this kind of discussion. You know, as you mentioned, you got to be honest with kids, but, you know, bring it down to bite-sized pieces for their level.
Exactly.
Excellent. Thank you, Nadine. Appreciate your time this morning.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
And your frog is adorable.
Yeah. Freeda.
Thank you. I agree.
Freeda is quite cute.
She's fabulous. Time now is 10:49. Well, they are beautifully made ceramics with a little splash of color, a cool design, and very cute.